We're still working inside the house. Let's see what stage we are at. Recently we finished attaching wooden boards on the wall on the ground floor. This time we decided not to go upstairs to do the same thing, but at first finish the whole process on the same level. So right now we are attaching an insulation foil to the boards. We put 2 layers of the foil as recommended. One we put horizontally and one vertically to obtain better thermal parameters. Let's stop for a moment, because I need to clarify something. I mentioned that we install 1 layer of foil horizontally and the other vertically, because that's how we did in building number 1. However, since Maciek is currently doing most of the insulation himself, it's easier for him to install both layers vertically, overlapping them. The arrows indicate the contact points of the 2 foils in layers 1 and 2. The foil is attached with a special stapler. Here you can see what 2 layers of foil installed with a stapler look like. I have to tell you that at the beginning of the renovation of the house number 1, we used a manual stapler. However, it quickly became apparent that using one was very demanding and tiring. While the work initially went quite smoothly, fatigue quickly set in, along with a lack of strength to press the stapler down, leading to improper installation of the foil. We quickly decided to order a battery-powered stapler, and we still use it today. Let's go back to today and the beginning of the work. Before we installed the first piece of foil, Maciek covered all the holes to leave area for the pipes. fun fact, we had to buy dedicated scissors to cut the foil. In theory, they are sharper than standard scissors, which were difficult to cut through, but after so many cuts, we honestly don't notice the difference. Each cut must be secured with tape. Here you can see the staples. They are long enough to hold all the layers of the foil together. The lower floor has been done. We can start the same work on the upper floor. First the boards, then the insulation.